Sample tayo, analysis of non-rectangular beams class. So ito meron tayong non-rectangular beam, may mga given na dimensions, 700, 300, at ang total depth niya of course it would be 600 dito sa example. Reinforce siya in tension only ng 5 28 diameter na bars. Ito yung mga material properties. Hinahanap yung kanyang ultimate capacity. So this is an example of non-rectangular beam. Obviously, ang shape ng ating beam ay trapezoidal. So sa first step, pag mag-a-analyze tayo ng mga beams, we want to know where is the depth of the compression block natin. So para magawa yon, mag-construct ako ng horizontal line dito, assuming na ito yung depth ng aking compression block. So let's call that A. And of course, from the bottom, that would be 600 minus A. And kung ang sukat naman natin is galing dito sa rebars natin, that is 500 minus A. Okay, so yan yung ating depth ng compression block. We assume na ganyan, no? Now, next step is we have to know ano yung dimensions nitong compression block na to. And one of those dimensions is itong base natin, X. Ang gagawin kong approach, hahatiin ko muna yung buong trapezoid natin into two triangles, ganyan. So this would be X1 and the other one would be X2. Okay? So itong length na to, X1, itong isa, X2. So pag in-add mo sila, yun yung total na X. Now, i-express ko yung width nung cutting line natin in terms of A. So, from similar triangles, itong malaking triangle natin, so, meron tayong maliit na triangle, malaking triangle, similar sila. So, ibig sabihin, yung X1 divided by yung 700, equal dapat yan sa 600 minus, equal yan sa 600 minus A over 600. Or in other words, yung X1 natin is 700 over 600 times 600 minus A, which further simplifies to 700 minus 7 over 6A. So yan yung X1 natin in terms of our depth of the compression block na A. Similarly, no? Dito naman sa isang triangle, nandoon yung X2. So maliit na triangle na to, similar dito sa mas malaki, mahabang triangle. So we have X2 divided by 300, or actually divided by 300, equal yan sa A over yung total depth, which is 600. So ibig sabihin, yung X2 natin, that would be 300 over 600 A, or of course, that is 1/2 of A. In other words, yung total X natin, that would be X1 plus X2. X would be yung 700 minus 7 over 6A plus 1/2 ng A, or 700 minus 2/3 ng A. So, na-express na natin yung X natin in terms of yung compression block natin, which is A. Next, sige, burahin natin muna to. So, yan yung X. So, alam na natin na yung X natin is 700 minus 2/3 nung depth ng compression block natin, 2/3 A. So, I can now erase this. Na-drawing ko na siya doon sa figure. Next, paano makuha yung A? Babalikan natin yung basic equation natin na yung compression must be equal doon sa tension. So, yung compression, that would be 0.85 F prime C or FC prime, area ng concrete, equal sa AS, FS. And initially, ito, i-equate natin sa FY, pero question mark pa to kasi i-confirm natin later if FS is nag-yield, no? Kung nag-yield yung bakal, then FY, our assumption na FY siya will be okay. So as you can see, trapezoid yung yung ating shape ng compression block, no? Trapezoid siya. Yung area ng concrete would be trapezoid. Pero ang gagawin ko, although alam ko kung ano yung area ng trapezoid, that's just 1/2 of base 1 plus base 2 times the height. What I'll do here is hahatiin ko ng dalawang triangle yung trapezoid ko because I will be using this shape later, no? So let's have A1 and A2. Meron akong dalawang shape. So si A1, syempre that is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, ang base niya 700 minus 2/3 A. Ang height niya A. Yung A2 naman, ganun din, no? 1/2, ang base niya 700, ang height niya A. Pag tinotal mo yan, of course, makuha mo yung area ng concrete natin, which is 700 A plus or minus, 2/3 A, okay, sige, minus 1/3 A squared. Yeah, that would be the area of our compression block, no, yung concrete. Substituting here yung mga values nung na nakuha natin, so we have 0.85. FC prime natin is 28. Area ng concrete, that's 700 A minus 1/3 A squared. Equal dapat yan doon sa total area ng bars. Yung total area ng bars natin, equal yon sa 28 mm. So 5 times pi over 4 times 28 squared. So yung total area ng bars, sulat ko muna dito, I think this is 980 pi. Okay, so 980 pi, okay, times natin sa Fy, which we will assume na, o sa Fs, which we will assume na Fy muna. And then later, we will confirm that. So solving for A, makuha natin yung A natin equal sa 79.718 millimeters. So ito yung value ng A. That is the depth of our compression block. And we will confirm if that depth is correct by confirming our first assumption na yung Fs natin equals Fy. And how do we do that? Compute natin yung C, which is A over beta 1. In this case, beta 1 would be 0.85 since 28 megapascal yung F prime C. So, equal to sa 79.718 divided by 0.85. This comes out as 93.786 millimeters. And to solve for our Fs, yung formula natin, di ba? 600 D minus C over C. So we have 600 times, ang effective depth natin ay 500 minus 93.786 divided by 93.786, which is yung depth ng neutral axis is C. Okay? Pag sinolve mo to, yung Fs mo, no? Yung Fs natin, that would be, dito ko na lang ilagay sa taas, yung Fs natin is 2598. This is greater than Fy, therefore, nag-yield tayo. Ibig sabihin, itong assumption natin sa Fs, tama yan. Equal siya sa Fy. Another information that we can get from here is that greater than siya ng 1,000 megapascals. So, tension control, yung phi natin na gagamitin is 0.9. Okay. Next, now we know kung ano yung value ng A. So, pwede nating tanggalin tong mga to. Teka, iiwan ko yung A, no? Yung area. So, let me just delete this portion. Hindi na natin kailangan. Yan. Okay. Now, alam ko na yung A ko, 79.718. No? We have confirmed that kanina by equating the compression to the tension. How do we get the moment? Yung moment natin, no, pag non-rectangular, diba? It's Vmn, it's V times 0.85 F prime C. And then, imbis na AB, kasi AB, rectangle yun, no? Ang lalagay ko lang dito, area ng concrete times, yung kanya moment arm is D minus yung Y bar nung compression block natin. Now, hinati ko yung concrete sa dalawa, A1 and A2. So, ang mangyayari niyan, PMN is V 0.85 FC prime. Now, we have dalawang area. We have A1 times yung centroid nito papunta doon sa tension steel, that would be our moment arm. So, yung centroid niya, since triangle to, no, 1/3 ng height na A, so 2/3 dito sa kabila. So, this would be 500 minus 2/3 ng A. Ganyan. Plus, yung A2 naman, ang moment arm niya mula dito sa 1/3 ng A mula sa taas. So, ito 1/3 A ito. So in other words, this would be 500, the effective depth minus 1/3 ng A. Ganyan. So para mas madali, isa-substitute ko muna yung mga values. Pag sinubstitute mo yung A dito sa A1, you will get 25982.98. Pag sinubstitute mo yung sa A2 naman, that's 27901.3. Teka, 257 pala to. 257 yan. 982. 25782.98. Okay. Siguro substitute ko na rin yung yung A doon sa mga moment arm, yung 500 minus 2/3 A. So 500 minus 2/3 A, ito 446.855. Yung isa is 473.427. So ngayon, kakalculator na lang natin yan, no? Substitute ko muna pala. We have yung fee natin, 0.9 dahil tension controlled, 0.85 times FC prime is 28, and then multiplied by A1, which is 25782.98 times moment arm niya na 446.855 plus yung A2 natin, 27901.3. Ang moment arm niya, 473.427. And finally, we get the moment capacity and divide this by 1 million, no? Kasi naka-Newton millimeter to. You'll get the moment capacity, which is 530 kilonewton meter. Ayun. Example natin para dito sa lesson na analysis of a non-rectangular beam, no? In addition doon sa napag-usapan natin last time class na T-beams, no? Yung T-beams, that's also part of the non-rectangular beams.